So Kyle Lowry has a chance to sneak in as an all-star, but his talent-wise, he's a borderline all-star. Okay, let's get to what we were here for. Title of the stream is I'm going to be ranking every single point guard in the NBA. Not just starting point guards. Every single point guard worth ranking on a list of all NBA point guard. This is going to be an absolute doozy. Look at all this. How many is that? 72. 72 point guards, if my math is correct. 72 for this. All right, let's get started. Starting with Cole Anthony. I'd say Cole Anthony's average. There's going to be a lot of players in this list. Maybe I can bump him up to good. But right now he's average. In the future, I think Cole Anthony's going to be above average. But for now, I think average is his spot. And I'm also going to put Peyton Pritchard in that average category. I like Peyton Pritchard, but don't know if he's quite up to that level yet. He might get there. Big Oregon fan, so I love Peyton Pritchard. Don't like that he plays for the Celtics, but I do like Peyton Pritchard. Dante Exum, thank you. Okay, easiest one of the day. Lonzo Ball. I think Lonzo Ball is like in between good and great. Lonzo Ball's a great point guard. Like, Lonzo Ball is a point guard that you want on your team. He runs the show. He's a fantastic passer, and he's a good defender. He's starting to develop a good three-point shot as well. 2 straight seasons of shooting great from 3. So I'm going to put Lonzo Ball in the great tier. Trae Young is a superstar. Trae Young is I think we're ready to call him like top of the top, especially after seeing the way he controlled playoff games. I'm prepared to put him above All-Star. I don't even think he was an All-Star this year. Can we say Trae Young's a superstar at this point? He's averaging like 30 points per game. He clearly can rise up in big moments. This is better than just your all-star point guard. We're going to put him there. DeLon Wright. Ooh, do we put him? I think he's average. He's a solid backup. I don't think he's below average. Lou Will, I'm going to put him in average. He's not what he used to be. He's not the scorer he used to be. He's not the sixth man he used to be. I'm gonna put Lou Will in that average category. He's just regressing his shot. Really not very helpful defense. I'm gonna put him in average. Kyle Lowry, I'm gonna put in the borderline all-star category. Ben Simmons may not be playing at all this season, so Kyle Lowry has a chance to sneak in as an all-star, but his talent-wise, he's a borderline all-star. Mike Conley, borderline all-star as well. You know what? I don't even think he's as good as that. He was an all-star this year. I don't think he deserved it. Let's put him there for now. De'Aaron Fox. This one is difficult because I think if he wasn't playing for the Kings, we would all look at him as a superstar. He averages like an efficient 25 points per game. I think he's superstar caliber. Honest to God. I feel disrespectful putting him here. Has he even ever been an all-star? Maybe we should put him in all-star for now. He's so good, man. He is so good. If you guys are in agreement, let's put him up in the superstar tier as well. Kemba Walker, he's not just a good role player. He's great. He's not a borderline all-star anymore, but he's still like, as NBA point guards go, he is overpaid. But we're not talking about contracts right now, so we are going to put him in the great category. Derrick Rose, I think last season proved that he's in the great category as well. Very nice guy to have coming off of your bench. I would absolutely put him there. Russell Westbrook. I gotta be honest. I'm taking Conley on my team, and I'm taking Lowry on my team before I take Russell Westbrook. I have been very critical of him in the past. He, to me, does not contribute to winning basketball. And if you don't contribute to winning basketball, then as good as you are, you're only great. You're only great to me. I don't think he's as good as these guys. I'd rather have Lowry or Conley on my team before I have Westbrook. And he's definitely not an all-star. Caruso, good role player. I mean, that's the kind of guy you just want off your bench. A good role player. Not as talented as like a Cole Anthony, but like that's a role player I would want on my team. That's a guy you want on your team. Rajon Rondo, I would also fit into that category. Good role player. Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz isn't that good. I feel like I'm putting him here. Does Markelle Fultz do that much? You know what? No, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. Doncic is the superstar of superstars. I think right now I'm feeling like Doncic is going to win MVP this year. I think Doncic is in for an MVP season. He's going to average like 39-9. Mavs 5 seed. I think Luka Doncic is MVP hunting this year. That is superstar of all superstars. Harden's a superstar. Like, again, that's a former MVP. That is like what superstars go for. As far as superstars go, that is a superstar. Like, there's no discrepancy in that. Jamal Murray's very close to that all-star tier. I'm sorry, to that superstar tier, but he is definitely all-star caliber. Definitely going to put Jamal Murray there. Patty Mills. Patty Mills is great. Patty Mills is great. And he showed how great he was when he averaged 26 points per game in the Olympics. I think they've got a really good player on their hands in Brooklyn. Like, he's great. He really is great. You know, maybe put Westbrook up. The amount, like, I don't think we should have Patty Mills on the same level as Westbrook. Monte Morris is average. Garland's a good role player. Elfrid Payton, he's not very good. He's average. You know, he's better than these guys. Ricky Rubio, I like Ricky Rubio, but that's an average-ass point guard for sure. Marcus Smart, that's a good role player. His defense makes him a good role player. Schroeder is, based on last season, a good role player. I think on another season, he could be in the great tier. Eric Bledsoe, oh man, these days he's average. These days, he's absolute average. Reggie Jackson, I think Reggie Jackson's a good role player. John Morant, to me, he's like all-star. Or border. Nah, he's borderline. Gonna be all-star one day. Drew Holiday, I could be tempted to put him a bit higher. I'm gonna put him in borderline all-star. I don't think he's quite at that all-star level like of Shea and Jamal Murray. TJ McConnell. I think TJ McConnell's a solid player. Corey Joseph. I'm sorry, Corey. I don't want to do you like this. You're not quite up here. I don't mean to do you like that, but I gotta. Goran Dragic. Good role player. He regressed from last season. I think good role player. Like the Dennis Schroeder tier is about Dragic's level. Malachi Flynn is... I can't do my man like that. I'm gonna put him at average. I can't do him like that. He's average. I cannot do him like that. John Wall's a good role player. He's just paid like he's a MVP, unfortunately. But good role player. DeJounte Murray is a good role player, a good defender, good playmaker. Really broke out last season with the San Antonio Spurs. I feel comfy putting him as a good role player. You know, one could argue he's great. You know what? Yeah, if Patty Mills up there, I think I'm prepared to say after last season, DeJounte Murray's great. Campaign, based on the playoffs. How do you not put him at good role player? Based on the playoffs. Chris Paul's an all-star. That's an all-star kind of guy. D'Angelo Russell is on this borderline all-star tier. I think he's really good when he's healthy. Pat Bev, he gives you something more than an average point guard, I think. Just because he's so good on defense, I think Pat Bev gives you something. I'm going to put him good role player because he does give you something. You know? Ty Jerome sucks. He's not that good. Damian Lillard's a superstar. That's like as far as superstars go, he's an absolute superstar. Anthony Simmons is average. Steph Curry, we don't even need to have a discussion. Ben Simmons, I've always maintained he is not an all-star. So I'm going to put him in borderline all-star. I've always maintained he's not good enough to be an all-star. Spencer Dinwiddie is great when he's healthy. Last season we didn't get to see him at all. I'll give him an average. Which one is this? Justin Holiday? Or is this Aaron Holiday? I don't know which one it is. I think both of them I'd put in average anyways. George Hill. George Hill is a role. He's a great shooter. Good playmaker. I think he's a good role player. You know, looking at the guys here, Pat Bev is not there. LaMelo Ball is great. I think borderline all-star soon. Not quite there yet. Jalen Brunson's a 6th Man of the Year finalist. I got to give him a good role player because he's literally great at his role. Brogdon is either great or he ain't an all-star. He's great. He's great. Ish Smith sucks, man. I don't like Ish Smith. I think Ish Smith is trash. Below average. I don't know who these three are. Okay, these two, apparently this is Kira something Jr., Kira Lewis Jr., and this is Edmund Summers. I have no idea who those guys are. Ah, Poole. Nah, he's not that good. Okay, let me make adjustments. All right, this is the list. Superstars, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, these are a tier down. This order, yeah, I think that makes sense. Conley back here. Yeah, we'll keep that. I'm gonna move them down. I don't think they're quite there. I'm gonna leave Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't think they're quite there. I think they fit better on this. There it is. Harden, Dame. Yeah, I have him like that. I think you'd have... One of them's an MVP candidate. I don't know if Dame... Although, one's on the better team. Whatever. I don't want to think about all that too much. This is what we have. This is our list. I'll put this in the Discord. Try not to, like... It's hard to rank players. Try not to get too upset over this. I know none of you are.